on UPN 30.
Memphis Wrestling is brought to you by South Haven Pontiac Buick and GMC, Staten's Rentals, Greg's Store for Men, and by Auto Plan Insurance.
Here we are, fans. The Memphis Wrestling home of Rhythm and Brews. Hello, I'm Corey Macklin, mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Hey, but before you say anything, Jimmy, how in the world did you get this XWF open on this show today?
You mean you don't know? Because of your stupidity of working with another station here in town, which is great and everything else. But you know what, Corey, you need to get you a good lawyer, buddy, because I did, and that's why on 50% of the show, that's why you saw that great piece of action. I go, you know what? Which part of the audience is going to be mine? I think I might, you know what? Let's later on today, let's see which one cheers and boos the loudest, and maybe that'll be my half. You can have the other half. Hey, Corey, before we start, let me ask you this. Did Vince McMahon call you this week?
Vince McMahon called me for what?
I guess he didn't. You know, I thought for sure after your performance last week with me out here, I thought maybe Vince would call you and ask him to join Jim Ross on Raw. But evidently he's going to be calling me if he didn't call you. So I guess, Jim Ross, I'll be your new partner and Lawler's out.
Coming up today on Memphis Wrestling, home of Rhythm and Brews, besides the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, you're going to see Dangerous Doug Gilbert in action today. We'll be looking forward to him. Yeah, there's the reaction from the fans on that one. But let me tell you one thing, Jimmy Hart. You're all excited today, but you've got a tough road to hoe today. Your team, Shock and Awe, is going to be in the ring today. But on the other side, the XWF tag titles at stake, Bill Superstar Dundee and Jerry the King Lawler. The King and the Superstar taking on Shock and Awe.
You're right. Two of the biggest legends ever in the history of Memphis wrestling and maybe even the world. But that's okay because the belts are at stake because, you know, Jimmy Hart's the world's greatest manager in the world. I've managed the Hart Foundation, the Honky Tonk Man. I've had so many tag teams all over the world, man. The Nasty Boys, you name it, done it. But listen, before you start telling a bunch of lies about Doug Gilbert out here, I'm going to bring my main man, probably the next XWF World Heavyweight Champion, Doug Gilbert, out here because I want him to talk about the match he had with Jerry Lawler last week. And you know what? This guy has been undefeated in Memphis wrestling right now.
Well, here he is, Dangerous Doug Gilbert. Look out.
Show that beautiful face. Come on. Doug, what was it like to beat the King last week?
You know what, Jimmy Hart? These people around here don't seem to show you the respect like they should. They never have, and they're so stupid they never will. But listen, one thing that always comes to mind, Jimmy Hart has managed every top star in professional wrestling, from the Hogans to the Savages to every champion that has ever come through the wrestling business. Jerry Lawler. Last week, Jimmy Hart, you've had all of those men in your stable, right? Not a single one of them men have come out here in any ring in the Mid-South Coliseum, at any other studio, at Channel 30, and beat Jerry Lawler 2 straight falls like Dangerous Doug Gilbert was about to do last week, right?
Absolutely.
See, listen, Jimmy, I see Corey Macklin back here. He wants to talk bad and say Jerry Lawler had Dangerous Doug Gilbert. Jerry Lawler had Jimmy Hart where he wanted him. Listen, Jerry Lawler didn't have you where he wanted him. He didn't.
Don't let me shake you up. Wait, Doug. Let me just say this. The real King of Memphis, baby. I just had a tattoo put on my arm yesterday of the real King of Memphis. Camera guy, if you can wake up, I want you to get a shot of this big gun that I've got on my arm and the real King of Memphis, Daddy. Look at this. Check that out. That's the real King of Memphis.
You mean you
Elvis Presley, baby.
Presley.
And on this one is the greatest guy that ever managed Jerry Lawler. It wasn't you, but it was Hulk Hogan. Take a look at this tattoo, Daddy. You see this? Lawler, I promise you, somehow, some way before the day's over with, I'm going to get even with you, right?
Listen, Jimmy, I'm at least going to get $10,000 out of his hide before this show goes out there for
And you get it back, I'll give you 10% of it.
Good deal.
Oh, boy. Let's ring the bell, and up to our ring announcer, David Benjamin.
Ladies and gentlemen, the opening contest on XWF Championship Wrestling is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first already in the ring. Managed by the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart from Lexington. 255 pounds. Dangerous. Doug Gilbert. And his opponent from Henderson, Tennessee, weighing 215 pounds, Kevin White.
Kevin White, here he is, young man out of Hendersonville, Tennessee, and Kevin has got his hands full today on Memphis Wrestling. It's the opening bout of the home of Rhythm and Brew.
I had a chance to sign this Kevin White kid, but now you're going to know why I signed Doug Gilbert, because he is a superstar.
Right, Billy.
He is a legend.
He's what?
He's a superstar and legend.
Yeah, you're right, and I'm telling you, Kevin White, trained by one of the all-time greats of Memphis Wrestling, Bill Superstar Dundee. What?
From the Bill Dundee School of Wrestling? You got to be kidding me. Oh, my God.
Well, you know what? That's a good school to be from, I guarantee you that.
You know who taught Doug, I feel like an elephant sitting in my tongue. You know who taught Doug how to wrestle? Tommy Gilbert, his father, who was the greatest tag teams with Eddie Marlin, and also his brother, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. They're the ones that showed Doug all the tricks of the trade.
Well, look at this nice move from Kevin White, and nice hip toss, and down goes Dangerous Doug Gilbert. I tell you who else is going to be here today, Reggie Walker. We saw a brand new Reggie Walker last week. We're going to get Reggie out here and talk to him a little bit later on today.
Good. I've got a few questions I'd like to ask Reggie about.
Dangerous Doug Gilbert.
Look at Doug. He's setting him up, taking his time.
Oh, look at Kevin White.
Referee, jump in there. What's wrong
Yeah,
with the referee?
look at Kevin fighting his way back. Whips him in across the way.
Beautiful.
Wow, big kick.
Way to go, Dougie, baby. Look, Doug set him up, man. This fool ran right into that kick.
Man, oh man, Kevin White walked right into a big storm as Dangerous Doug Gilbert was right there. Look at this.
Got him. Beautiful.
Whoa,
Woo.
big time move from Doug. Oh, boy. Dangerous Doug Gilbert with a big clothesline, and down goes Kevin White, the young man out of Henderson, Tennessee.
Corey, are you sure Vince didn't at least his secretary call you? Nobody called you this week?
Oh, boy. Vince McMahon called you. Are you sure that was Vince McMahon calling?
You just don't know, baby. My little bird tells me it's history for Lawler up there, baby. The ratings are not doing this great anymore with him up there. He's doing the same old routine. You know, this is the only hope he's got is down here as the king trying to be his former self, baby.
Whoa! Look at Kevin White fight his way back. Nice move from Kevin, and Dangerous Doug Gilbert kind of staggered along. Kevin blocks him. Look at Kevin White go, and the fans right behind him at ringside. There he is.
Doing?
Pounding away. Fans at ringside loving it, right behind Kevin White. Oh, look out. Hey, watch out, Kevin. He just pulled a big chain out of his pipe. Throws it out to ringside.
Still undefeated, baby.
3 count, and Dangerous Doug Gilbert with the win over Kevin White. And I'm telling you one thing, oh, there's Jimmy Hart celebrating. He pulled out a chain, and he clocked Kevin with it. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with more action. There's a lot more still to go today on Memphis Wrestling, the home of Rhythm and Brew.
Monday on the Parkers. Can you say denial?
We're a couple.
No, we're not.
You've been nasty.
I've been on antidepressants ever since.
Then, what if your dad's hot on your teacher? One-on-one and on Girlfriend.
Would you like to have dinner sometime?
No, sorry, don't date short men. You have to be at least this tall to ride this ride.
Then it's Makeover Magic.
Is this gonna hurt?
From sister to supermodel. Half and half.
Monday, beginning at 7 on UPN 30.
Hurry to Staten's Rental Purchase for hot summer savings. Keep your space cool with a window air conditioner. Choose from 5,000 to 12,000 BTUs starting as low as $8.99 a week. Keep all the drinks and food cold in a Frigidaire refrigerator with lots of extra features, including a free ice maker, as low as $18.99 a week. It's hot summer savings at Staten's. And remember, credit's never a problem, because at Staten's, we say yes.
I've been hammered all my life. But when it comes to car insurance, don't you get slammed. Call the man from AutoPlan. AutoPlan has 9 locations to serve you and no down payment. So remember, don't get slammed. Call the man from AutoPlan today. Liability is the law, so call the man from AutoPlan.
We interrupt this commercial break to bring you the following important news. South Haven Pontiac GMC is growing by leaps and bounds. They're building their reputation as being rated the #1 Pontiac dealer in the state of Mississippi and the fastest growing dealership in the Mid-South. This is important to you because when you go with a leader, you get honesty and integrity, plus the best car deals anywhere. Pontiac driving excitement at GMC. We are professional grade. Put them together and you get South Haven Pontiac GMC, where the excitement just keeps building. Goodman Road, South Haven.
Did you say live? Did you say live audience?
Yeah.
Take a look at this. Cameraman, can you shoot this audience out here?
Great crowd today, man. I thought last week was an awesome audience.
Wait a minute.
Here we are, packed every week right here at UPN 30. What?
If you call this live, you need help. Hang on to this microphone. Look at this. Follow me over here.
Oh, boy. Great crowd on hand. It's packed here in the studio. What is Jimmy doing? Jimmy Hart.
Come here, Corey. Shoot this over here. If this is the best Memphis has to offer, then we need to get us a ticket out of town, baby. Pops, let me ask you, how old are you, Daddy? 83 years old. You know, I think you started the movie The Living Dad. You had to. Have you still got a heartbeat up here?
Hey, Jimmy.
You still got it. Who is it, your doctor? Does he go with you 24 hours a day to make sure that anything doesn't happen to you? What's the deal, man?
Hey, why don't you go and tell your mama she wants you?
Oh, yeah, real good. Well, let me tell you something. This guy right here, did your undertaker know that you're still out walking around?
Hey,
does he? He really does know that. Well, Corey, let me just tell you this. This is like a living corpse over here. If this is what Memphis is all about, that's why the XWF is coming in here to take this show over, because we're not going to have people like this in the audience anymore, baby. I promise you that.
Hey, come on, Jimmy. We don't need you over there insulting people. We got one of our fans that have been around for a long time, and see, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Hey, you know what? No, Jimmy, just hang on. I want to show something that you were part of, and I just got to tell everybody, because I'm highly upset about this. You brought these Moondogs in here last week, Jimmy. Let's show everybody, in case you didn't see what happened. Here's the king up on the rope there coming down, and I hear that stupid whistle. And this is the state smash of the week this week. The Moondogs show up. They weren't scheduled to be here, Jimmy Hart. They had no business around the studio, and you brought them in right in the main event of the bout, and they jump on the king right smack dab in the middle of the ring.
Well, you know what, Corey Macklin? I've got a special treat for you and this audience out here, if they're still living right now. I'll be right back. Can you hold this thing down, baby?
Boy, I'm telling you. I couldn't believe that stuff we pulled last week with the Moondogs out here. Now, here's Jimmy Hart going back to the back now. What is he doing now? No, I hear that whistle again. Yeah, here come these Moondogs out. Yeah, I'm going to hang loose on this one here. I don't trust Jimmy with this kind of stuff. What is he? The Moondogs back.
You know, Corey Macklin, sometimes Jimmy Hart has to sound a lot of talent because of money. But these guys like food. They like good food. They're my Moondogs. This is Moondog Spot, and this is the son of Moondog. Well, baby, as you can see, this is Alpo, the best dog food around. And I'm going to feed my Moondogs right now because, you know, when they're well-fed, they do a lot of favors for Jimmy Hart.
That stuff smells, Jimmy. Well, we don't need that out here. I don't want to smell dog food out here. Come on, let's get it all over our desk.
Come on, Moondog. Come on, baby. Come on.
Hey, you guys. Man, this is ridiculous, Jimmy. Alpo dog food.
It's Alpo, baby. It's nothing but the best. This is what the Moondogs are all about. And this is just a... Come here. There you go. Come on. Come on. Let him have some now, baby. Come on.
Hey, you guys.
Come on. on, Moondog. Come on.
Man, this is ridiculous. We don't need this. No, I don't want that. Take that stuff out of here, Jimmy. Jimmy Hart, I tell you, week after week he runs out with stuff. Out here feeding these moon dogs. I don't want to smell this dog food. Somebody get this stuff off the desk over here. We're crying out loud. Hey. Come on. Take that stuff out. Let them take it out of here. Let's ring the bell for our next action.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1 from Santa Maria, California. Total combined weight 440 pounds. Chase Stevens and Andy Douglas. They are the Naturals.
Here are the Naturals, Douglas and Stevens. We saw them last week on Memphis Wrestling, and I got to tell you, they look pretty doggone impressive. Didn't like their attitude, though.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents first from Union City, Tennessee, 255 pounds, Flex. His tag team partner from Ben Lakes Falls, Minnesota, 257 pounds, Kodiak.
Kodiak and Flex as they head to the ring for our next action here on the Memphis Wrestling Home of Rhythm and Brews.
You know what? These two guys are even lucky to be in the ring today after what Shock and All to him did last week, Cord Macklin.
Well, referee Andy Charles is in there. He signals for the bell, and here we go with our next action on Memphis Wrestling. This should be a dandy. The Naturals, young talent that looked real good over the last few weeks, and got their hands full today with Kodiak and Flex. There's Andy Douglas, one half of the Naturals. In behind him, I can't believe you out here feeding these moon dogs dog food right in the middle of our television program, live here in the studio. That's crazy, Jimmy.
Well, you know what? I'm so upset today. Look at the audience. Look at this guy shouldn't be on the front row over there. Is he cheering? Is he doing anything to cheer these guys on or us on? He shouldn't be
he's cheering, Jimmy.
Walking, living dead.
Well, you know what? He's a long-time fan, and I don't appreciate you out here insulting him like that. We're glad to have him. Nice move. Look at Flex, young man out of Union City. Oh, yeah. Oh, slips him right at 1, a 2 count, and Douglas able to slide over and grab that bottom rope. Nice move from Flex. Boy, tags his partner. Here comes Big Kodiak, wrestling in out of Minnesota. Corey Macklin at ringside, joined by the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. And again this week, Hart's here calling the action. And not only that, Hart here insulting all of our fans here at ringside here in the studio.
That's okay. Coming up later on, baby, the fans are going to get their money's worth. I promise you that, because the superstar and the king joined together against Jimmy Hart's Shock and Awe.
Snap suplex with a little bridge from Kodiak, and they only able to get it for 2, and in comes Chase Stevens, the other half of the Naturals. Yeah, that's going to be a dandy. The king and a superstar. We haven't seen them together in a long time. They'll be teaming up together today. Our main event, I bet 2 out of 3 falls, Lawler and Dundee against Shock and Awe for the tag title.
Well, you know, like I said before, 2 of the biggest names ever in the history of Memphis wrestling. Billy Superstar Dundee teaming up with Jerry the King Lawler. I think maybe once in about 10 years these guys teamed up. This is history in the making.
Yeah, you're right about that, Jimmy. Look at that. Chase Stevens just catches Flex right below the belt. Slams down on him, and a tag made on his partner, Andy Douglas, the other half of these Naturals. And I'm telling you, they are something to deal with in there. These guys are pretty impressive, I'm telling you. Been all around up in Nashville, I understand, and some matches there, and booked up in other territories, and they've arrived in Memphis, home of Rhythm and Brews. Boy, he catches them right there, and Flex has got to get a tag on his partner. Fans, get behind the team of Kodiak and Flex in our tag team action here today.
Well, that's one thing about the XWF/Memphis Wrestling. At least we're giving all these young kids a chance to have a place to see if they can make it in the big time or not, Daddy.
The referee, oh, come on, he's choking him right over here. Look out. He's got him on that top rope, choking him. There's Chase Stevens. What has he got over there? He's got that tape from his wrist, 2 count. All he's able to get is a 2. And
yeah, why don't you get his name right? You hear what he said?
What did he say?
You heard him.
What? Andy Douglas. goodness, that's what do you think I've been calling him all day, Hart? You're out there trying to correct somebody. Why don't you make sure you know what you're talking about?
You know,
Look at Chase Stevens stops him. Big move, power slam, and down he goes. What a big-time move from Flex. Wow. Nice move, and he's got to get a tag. His partner, Kodiak, is over there. Tag made from Chase Stevens on Andy Douglas. Here comes Douglas in. Boy, look at Kodiak. Big dude out of Minnesota whips him into the rope. Flying elbow in the air. He's got Chase Stevens, the other half of the Naturals. Short clothesline, and down he goes. Look at Kodiak. Boy, this big guy looking good today on Memphis Wrestling. High in the air, slam. He hooks the leg with it. Oh, all he's able to get is two. Wow. Oh, my goodness. There goes Flex right over the top rope and out on the concrete floor. Right in ringside, and Kodiak rolls him up. Meanwhile, his partner's out on the floor. Chase Stevens, two. Hey, grab that top rope, Rap. 1, 2, and 3 count. Referee didn't see it, but Andy Douglas held on to that top rope, and the Naturals.
I like these kids, man. They are natural. These kids are good.
Naturally, we win.
Oh, yeah,
These
right.
guys look good, Corey.
Yeah, well, you know what? I just don't like the way they do it. They grab the top rope for extra leverage, but the Naturals get out of here with the win. We'll be right back with more. Don't go anywhere. Memphis Wrestling still to come.
You've seen your powers change. Chances are they'll change again. All new episodes are already here. Now playing Season 2, Mutant X.
Saturday night at 10 on UPN 30.
Ride the lucky bus from Pat O'Brien's to Fitzgerald's Casino.
Swing up the AC and stay inside. It is hot, hot.
I need air. How can it be this hot, this early?
98. What are we going to do about this?
Get real relief this summer. Call Sears, America's cooling specialist. Now Sears carries Carrier, a world leader in cooling and heating systems. Get 0% financing for 1 year when you use your Sears card. Sears offers Energy Star options that can save you up to 20% in annual cooling costs, unbeatable pricing, and fast emergency installation with year-round maintenance and repair. Carrier innovation, Kenmore quality, satisfaction guaranteed. Call for a free in-home estimate and get 0% financing for 1 year when you use your Sears card.
Air conditioning.
There's only one place to get Carrier in Kenmore. Sears. Good life, great price.
You can try to please other people, or you can just suit yourself. Suit yourself. Suit yourself. As you please. It's all in how you dress. Yeah, I guess. Suit yourself. Suit yourself.
Come celebrate 9 years of loose slides at Fitzgerald's Casino.
Here we are, back on Memphis Wrestling, home of Rhythm and Brews. Tell you what I want to do right now, fans. We saw a new look and a new attitude last week. I want to call out right now Reggie Walker. Let's get him out here and see what he's got to say. There he is. No more of the old. Is out with the old and in with the new. Good to see you, Red.
How you doing, Corey?
Doing fine, baby. How you doing?
What's up? Oh, not bad. You know what, man? Check it out. It's been 14 years since I've been in this game. I've been knocking around here, knocking around there. You know what? I really, really, really need to get on the right track, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been funny for the last 14 years around here, and I realized one thing. Funny don't make no money, man. You know what I'm saying? My partner told me if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You feel me? So I'm tired of bumping around here. I'm really tired of bumping around here. I want to do the right thing. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to want these people to get behind me and support me because I know what I can do in this game. But like I said, I've been around for 14 years, and I'm tired of playing. Tired of playing,
Wait. Hold it. Let me just say something. You know, Reggie, you said you were tired. You know what? Well, I'm tired of listening to this interview out here. Let me just say something.
You don't have to listen, Jimmy.
No, please, Corey, just listen. Come on, calm down. Calm down. You're going to have a heart attack, man. Let me ask you this. You know why everything's a joke to you? It hasn't been a joke to you all these years? It's because you are a joke. You are a joke. A living, walking joke. And you know what? For 14 years, right? For 14 years, you've been trying this great sport of professional wrestling, haven't you? Well, let me give you a tip and some advice. Quit. Get out now.
Jimmy,
come on. Please, Corey, quit. Get out now. Look how clumsy you were. You came up here to do the interview. You bumped the microphone. That's clumsy. I'm going to watch your match and give you a rating on this match, and I guarantee you when it's over, the audience is going to be going, clumsy. Quit. That's my advice to you. Get a job. Man, make a life for yourself. Get something happening in life. Let's get this show going, Corey. Come on, man. It's slowing down.
Well, if you'd be quiet for a moment, we may get
after this match next week, we'll get you front row in the audience to watch it, okay?
Come on, Jimmy. Enough of that. Come on, Fred.
Hey, Mr. Hart, Mr. Jimmy Hart, I respect you, man. And I appreciate that criticism you just gave me. But you know what? I ain't going to never, ever forget those words you just told me.
Well, you better take my advice on them.
Well, you know what, Jimmy? You don't have to come out here and insult everybody. You're insulting the fans. Let's ring the bell. If you're going to do that, I'd just rather you stay at home or wherever you're at.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Pensacola, Florida, 230 pounds, B.A.D.
B.A.D. This guy is tough, let me tell you. B.A.D.
And his opponent already in the ring from Memphis, Tennessee, 270 pounds, Reggie Walker.
Thank you, David Benzer, the ring announcer and referee. Signals for the bell over here. We'll get it underway. Here we go. Our next action on Memphis Wrestling. Home of Rhythm and Brews. Thank you, fans, for being right here at ringside, enjoying all the action. Corey Macklin and, well, there's B.A.D. a little upset. In the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
Have you heard the old expression, the truth will set you free? I'm just trying to be truthful about this. I mean, look at Reggie. He's overweight. He's out of shape.
Oh, so now all of a sudden, Jimmy, you're Dr. Martin Luther King talking about the truth to set you free. You're out here insulting the guy. You told him last week he should forget his mama and don't have nothing to do with his mom.
Look,
you just keep continuing to just bury the guy, Jimmy.
Look, he couldn't even afford an outfit. The front of his outfit's got two big rips on each side of the legs.
Nice move in there from Reggie Walker. A nice move. I'm telling you, guy's trying to make a change. He's out with the old, and he's trying to change himself and trying to go down the straight street. And you're out here continually just throw blocks in his way, Jimmy.
Well, you know what? That's what's wrong with the business right now. Everybody thinks they can get a pair of tights, call somebody up that's got a wrestling ring, and all of a sudden you're a professional wrestler. It doesn't work like that, Corey.
Wow. What a move. Reggie Walker misses. He went running in there with B.A.D. Still to come today, our big main event on Memphis Wrestling. Home of Rhythm and Brews. Brought to you by South Haven, Pontiac Buick GMC. You're going to see the XWF Tag Team titles, shock and awe, teaming up. Taking on Jerry the King Lawler, Superstar Bill Dundee. That's going to be a big bout here today. Best 2 out of 3 falls. Boy, B.A.D. looking good.
This guy looks awesome, man. I'm going to get my stooge, David Pinzer, to get a contract on this kid before this show's over with. But you know what, Corey? It's what I said before. Everybody thinks they can be a professional wrestler. Get an outfit, find a ring, and all of a sudden you're there. 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. Back almost 10 years ago, Jimmy Hart, Jerry Lawler, Dundee, all the superstars in there. We went up and down the road every day. Louisville, Evansville, Indiana. We paid our dues. We got in this great sport of professional wrestling. And then people like this Reggie B., whatever the heck he is.
He's not
Walker,
Reggie
B.
B.
Fine, or
What
whatever
is
he
B.A.D. doing? Referee says ring it. This guy's nuts. Hey, it'll be fine. That kind of stuff out of it. Because the referee said ring the bell. He just grabbed the ref and threw him in the corner. This B.A.D.
So when Reggie hit him with his fist a while ago, he didn't get disqualified, right?
Well, you know what? The referee says ring it. That's what we're doing. And not only that, we're going to take a break. And we'll be back with more action.
Get
Stay
this
right there.
referee's name. Pinzer.
Ancient legends tell of a place called the Cradle of Life. It is the source of all life and also of death. There lies a power that no man should ever hold.
Someone is after this ancient artifact. What we don't know is why. That terrifies us.
Pandora's box.
Do you mean the Greek myth?
That's the Sunday school version. It's the weapon more powerful than you could ever imagine.
Her Majesty formally requests that you find and recover this box before it's too late.
Oh. Well, now that I have Her Majesty's permission.
So this rock is the map to Pandora's box.
And just think you could take it now.
Oh, Croft. Do you really think I would do that to you?
In Arkansas, the great outdoors is always closer than you think. Get close to your own Arkansas vacation with our new expanded vacation planning kit. It's yours free when you call 1-800-NATURAL or visit arkansas.com.
Back on Memphis Wrestling, home of Rhythm and Brews. The fans tell you what we want to do right now. Take a look at the action coming up around the area. Coming soon. Get ready. All of the great fans around the Jackson, Tennessee, Humboldt, Milan area. Memphis Wrestling is going to be on the road. We're trucking to Jackson. And then we head down to South Haven, Mississippi coming soon. And Somerville, Tennessee. A lot of great fans around Oakland and Somerville. Get ready. Memphis Wrestling is coming that way. And, hey, don't forget, fans, first come, first serve. But every day, Monday through Friday, between the hours of 9 to 5, just come right down here to UPN. Our next tapings are coming up this week. We're back live on Saturday. Free studio wrestling tickets. Picking them up right here at UPN 30 Studios, 2701 Union Extended. Absolutely free. Just get by here and get those tickets. We'd love to see you down here for live wrestling action. Well, I understand back in the back as we get ready for our main event. Now to the south, Jimmy Hart's back there, and he's got shock and awe. He had a few words of that.
It looks like Jimmy Hart's done it once again. I have found the weapon of mass destruction, and they are the XWF heavyweight champions of the world. And you know something, Jerry the King Lawler and Billy Superstar Dundee, and I use those words very, very loosely, we have you guys in the ring. I can't wait. You see, King Lawler and Bill Dundee, you're going to find out why they call shock and awe the weapons of mass destruction.
Lawler, Dundee, it's like two World War I tanks going up against modern-day warfare, and it's not going to be pretty. I'll bet you that.
You know, this is a dream come true for me. Can you imagine Billy Dundee, Jerry the King Lawler in the ring together at one time? Do you think they'll get along? You think they'll make a great tag team? Do you think they'll take the belts from us? I don't think so, baby. You know what? We can't wait.
Jimmy Hart, along with Shock and Awe. It's our main event. We're getting ready for it right now. The XWF Tag Team titles are at stake. They're going to defend those titles right here today on Memphis Wrestling, and their opponents, here they are now, Jerry, the King Lawler, and Bill Superstar Dundee. What do you say, buddy? How you doing, sir? The King. Big bout today, the XWF Tag Team titles, the World Tag titles are at stake, Billy.
All right. Jerry, how long have we been doing this?
I think since Colonel Sanders was a private.
There you go. Now, and it's always the same thing. You got somebody 6'1" or 2 and 250 pounds, 300 pounds coming out of here telling you how big and bad they are, and they're going to get rid of the King, and they're going to get rid of the Superstar. Well, we still here, and we've owned every belt there is around here, and we're going to win this one today.
You know, if I had just a couple of bucks for every time Bill Dundee and I have been tag team champions, we wouldn't even have to be wrestling today. We'd have enough money to retire a long time ago. But you know what? Just like Bill said, there's been a lot of guys come through Memphis. A lot of big stars. Matter of fact, if you look up in the WWE, just about every big WWE superstar that there ever was came right through Memphis, Tennessee. And at one time or other, all of those guys tried the Superstar and they tried the King. And Bill is exactly right. You're looking at the Superstar and you're looking at the King, and we're still here and we're still standing. So let me tell you something. Jimmy Hart, Shock and Awe, you guys can come out here and shoot your mouth off all you want to, but I'll guarantee you this. When all is said and done, the Superstar and the King will still be here after you guys are long gone.
Boy, that's a couple of guys. They say what they mean and mean what they say. The Superstar and the King.
Let me just say one other thing real quick. This is supposed to be about XWF Tag Team Champions. Well, we don't really care too much about the XWF because we're about Memphis wrestling. But just the simple fact is you guys are going to bring two nice, shiny championship belts to the ring, but the King and the Superstar are going to leave town with them, okay?
Sounds good. We're going to drive off in one of my big limousines. I go give you
the King and the Superstar. Let's throw it up to our ring announcer, David Pinzer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the XWF Championship Wrestling main event. 2 out of 3 falls for the XWF Tag Team Championship. Introducing team number 1, accompanied to the ring by the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. They are the XWF Tag Team Champions of the world, the weapons of mass destruction, representing the coalition, Shock and Awe.
Well, here they are, the XWF Tag Team Champions, along with the Mouth of the South.
And ladies and gentlemen, the challengers in this 2 out of 3 fall contest, the self-proclaimed superstar Bill Dundee, and the man who claims to be the King of Memphis, Jerry Lawler.
What do you mean self-proclaimed, Spencer? Why you talk about being one-sided? Yeah, the King and the Superstar on the one side, representing Memphis Wrestling on the other side, representing the XWF. Jimmy Hart's got Shock and Awe. It's the best 2 out of 3 falls here today, and referee Bill Rush hands out those good-looking XWF belts. I mean, they won those titles over in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and they're in Memphis today. And Bill, here we go. It's the first out of best 2 out of 3 falls here today on Memphis Wrestling. Boy, I've been waiting for this one all day today.
You know, I heard a lot of bragging from the King a while ago when they were running his mouth of how big and bad and rough and tough him and Superstar Dundee are, and they're going to still be here standing when we're long and gone. But we're going to see about that today, baby.
Well, you know what? These are 2 guys, and I'm telling you, when the smoke settles and the dust clears, the King and the Superstar are still around. There's been many of them that's tried to knock them off and knock them around. But, boy, these are 2 guys that have built Memphis Wrestling. I'm telling you, from scratch.
Boy, look at that. Said a while ago, too, when he said Bill Dundee, the self-proclaimed superstar, Brad.
Yeah, that's... There's more no truth to that than nothing. I can't believe Pinzer would say that. Shock and Awe. That's Shock in the ring on behalf of the tag team champions. And the tag made on the King from the Superstar. Woo!
you sweating so much for?
Looked like a nice move to me, Jimmy, is what it looked like. The King tangling up with Shock. Whoa. Wow, what a slam. Hard down into that ring mat, boy, right on that apron. And that canvas went bouncing up, man, when he slammed him down.
The weapons of mass destruction, Jimmy Hart, Shock and Awe.
Weapons of mass destruction and Shock. Tangles up with Lawler. In the corner, he's got the King. Hauls off Nelson with a right hand. Whips him in hard. Boy, nice hip toss and loud on the mat is Lawler again.
You know, I don't know why the King still wants to get in the ring for. He could be up there in his cushy little job with the WWE, doing this little announcing every Monday night on Raw.
236 pounds is the King, and I'm telling you, he doesn't bounce around real easy. So, but Shock just bounced him around like a sack of potatoes, man. Right hand to the midsection, and he nails him again, and across the way hard. Look at the King! Nice move from Lawler. Down goes Shock. And boy, your team in a little bit of trouble, Jimmy Hart, as the King with a big move.
Well, you know what? Let me just tell you this right now. You know, we're just starting to get our plan put together for this. Like I said, we are the weapons of mass destruction. And look at the audience that's helping the King and Superstar out. I need to start busting in or flying in or something, a dead-gum XWF audience.
Lawler, and that's the big God of England. That's all of Shock and Awe.
That clean break on our part. See?
Finally a clean break. I can't believe it. This is the first fall of the best 2 out of 3 falls. Our main event today of Memphis Wrestling. The King back in the corner. Oh, man, look at him pound away on Lawler.
This is Ian Harrison, the world's strongest man.
Fans at ringside behind the King, but boy, is the King taking a pounding and has Shock and Awe right on top of him. No tag, I must add, by your tag team over here, Hart. Boy, this big British dude, he is big.
Hey, you can't make a tag when you're lying flat on your back looking up at the lights.
Big clothesline, and Lawler goes over, tries to get a tag on Spellbind, on Shock, of Shock and Awe. Whoa! His partner, see Lawler, see? Yeah! First ball goes to the King and the Superstar. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more. It's the best 2 out of 3 falls. Don't forget, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Oh, yeah.
It's Dumb and Dumber night at Hooters Wolf Chase with UPN 30. Pick up your pass to see Dumb and Dumber When Harry Met Lloyd at Hooters Wolf Chase beginning at 6 on Monday, June 9th. Dumb and Dumber When Harry Met Lloyd, compliments of Hooters Wolf Chase and UPN 30. It's Dumb and Dumber night at Hooters Wolf Chase with UPN 30 Monday from 6 to 8. Wear your best Harry and Lloyd costume and win huge prizes. Dumb drink specials too. Come out and join the dumb fun with Hooters Wolf Chase and UPN 30.
This Craftmatic Model 2 electrically adjustable bed costs no more than many quality flatbeds. And when you buy selected ones with optional heat and built-in massage, you get this fabulous bonus, a 25-inch color TV absolutely free. Call toll-free to receive complete free information by mail. In a flatbed, you have to use pillows to prop yourself up. But in a Craftmatic bed, you adjust yourself into comfortable positions automatically, so you can watch TV, read, and get a great night's sleep. Raise and support your head, neck, shoulders, back, legs, and feet at the touch of a button. Plus, there's optional heat and built-in massage to soothe you. Call toll-free so we can mail you our adjustable bed catalog and a certificate for a free 25-inch color TV with bed purchase. Call to get our free catalog and color TV certificate by mail now. There is absolutely no obligation.
Call toll-free 1-800-328-5577. That's 1-800-328-5577. Toll-free 1-800-328-5577.
UPN Wednesday. Get ready for 2 exciting adventures. First, on Enterprise. To save a desolate planet from rogue warriors, the crew gets down and dirty.
I've never liked bullies.
Enterprise. Then,
check your reality at the door.
What if you could read everyone's thoughts? Jeremy Piven and Olivia Dabo star. You will love this.
No!
A special 1-hour Twilight Zone.
Wednesday, beginning at 7 on UPN 30.
On the Rhythm and Blues, we're back in the studios of UPN 30, ready now for our second fall of action as the first fall went to the King and the Superstar. Now they are in a little huddle over there. Jimmy Hart and Shock and All. They're standing over, and Lawler and Dundee on the other side, and referee Bill Rush standing there, and we'll get the signal from the ref, and we'll get this second fall up and under the way. Your team's down 1 fall, Hart.
It's making me a little nervous. I will say that right now, but that's okay. We've got a good strategy for this match.
Referee Bill Rush says, ring the bell, and boy, I'm ready for this one. Corey Macklin at ringside with the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. And Jimmy, you guys are down 1-0 right now. Best 2 out of 3 falls.
Just 2 out of 3 falls. It's just like basketball, 5 out of 7. You know, don't worry about it, Corey.
Yeah, but except you don't have 7 to go, Jimmy. It's 2 out of 3. 1 more fall, and this thing's over with. And not only that, we'll have brand new XWF Tag Team Champions. Look at that. Get this doing. Oh, man, was that close.
What's the quick count?
I mean, close.
I cannot believe this.
Boy, I'm telling you, Jimmy, you are 1 count away from taking those beautiful XWF Tag Team titles and putting them around the waist of Lawler and Dundee. I'm not going to steal them.
Listen, if I was worried, I wouldn't be the greatest manager in the history of professional wrestling. I've managed all the greatest tag teams in the world. And this is going to be one of them right now. This is right now.
You sound a little worried to me, Hart.
This is a little speed bump in my road right now.
I think you need to take some Baxter or something today for this bout. Look at this. The King comes on. Get this done, too. Oh, man. I was reaching for the bell, and I thought we had.
What is the referee quick count over here on this?
I thought we had brand new champions. Shock and Awe and a little bit of trouble out here. Man, there goes their manager, Jimmy Hart. Look at Jimmy. Now he's a little game plan, and he's telling Shock and Awe, hey, get out there, make a tag, and let's get all in this thing.
All right, now. All right. Let's see what Lawler can do now against Ian Harrison, the world's strongest man. Come on, baby. Come on, Ian. Show him what it... Wait, come. Get out of the corner.
Tag made on the Superstar.
What's holding him?
Oh, Dundee. Boy, look at Billy nail away on Big E. Oh, my goodness. Lawler comes in. Trades punches with him. They both got him. Back him up into the ropes. Goes off. Double right hand from Lawler and Dundee. 2 count. Oh, my goodness. Boy, he slung Dundee right across the ring that time. Man, he just slung it.
How much did Lawler pay the referee? This is ridiculous.
There's the big guy out of England. He has won that World's Strongest Man contest. This guy's huge, fans. I'm telling you. You're sitting at home looking at him. He's big. But look at Dundee. Look at Dundee. Snatch him out of there. The Superstar with a... Oh, boy, and he throws Dundee again off of him. Man, Billy, 220 pounds, and he just tossed Dundee, and Bill says, hey, I got to get over and get a tag on the King over here. Here comes Lawler.
Well, we almost had Dundee trapped. If we could have got him before he made that tag, we'd have had this match won. But that's okay. We're going to regroup right now. We've got a major plan. See the fans. See the fans. The fans have always been for the King. Always.
What a slam. Wow. One. And the King had his foot on the bottom rope. Yeah.
Foot on the rope. I can't believe it.
Good call, ref. If you see it, fans, right there at home, right in your living room, it's right there on the bottom screen. The King saved with that bottom rope. And, man, look at that. Slams him into that top turnbuckle 2 count. And again.
This is ridiculous. This guy's 6 feet tall.
Look at this. Shock. Whoa.
Hurry to Staten's Rental Purchase for hot summer savings. Keep your space cool with a window air conditioner. Choose from 5,000 to 12,000 BTUs starting as low as $8.99 a week. Keep all the drinks and food cold in a Frigidaire refrigerator with lots of extra features, including a free ice maker, as low as $18.99 a week. It's hot summer savings at Staten's. And remember, credit's never a problem, because at Staten's, we say yes.
We interrupt this commercial break to bring you the following important news. South Haven Pontiac GMC is growing by leaps and bounds. They're building their reputation as being rated the #1 Pontiac dealer in the state of Mississippi and the fastest growing dealership in the Mid-South. This is important to you because when you go with a leader, you get honesty and integrity, plus the best car deals anywhere. Pontiac, driving excitement at GMC. We are professional grade. Put them together and you get South Haven Pontiac GMC, where the excitement just keeps building. Goodman Road, South Haven.
Please, it's all in how you dress. Yeah, I guess. Suit yourself. Suit yourself.
Hey, here we are back on Memphis Wrestling, and hey, stay right here, big man. Don't go nowhere. Hey, Calvin, you got Tony got the tape up there. Let's roll and see it. I want to show you, Jimmy. Here it is. That's the second. Yeah, look at that, Jimmy Hart. A picture's worth 1,000 words.
You know, that is trick photography. That's just UPN Channel 30 trying to swerve Jimmy Hart. First of all, that was not me doing that. That was a look-alike. That was not me. It's trick photography.
That was not a look-alike. That's you shoving Jerry's foot off the bottom rope in that second fall because they had you guys down one off.
From another match. That was from another match.
That is ridiculous thing.
Ring the bell. Get this start.
That's the most ridiculous stuff I've ever heard of. That's a bunch of baloney, Hart. I can't believe you sit out here with all the film and you still deny. Let's ring the bell for the third fall. Can't believe you. We'll show you that right there in living color, and you sit here and say trick photography.
I'm sitting over here not interfering, not doing anything. Minding my own business for it.
Right here's Shock and All, the XWF Tag Team Champions, and it's one apiece now. They got that last fall thanks to that manager, Jimmy Hart, a huge assist.
You know,
talk about the NBA playoffs. That's a huge assist.
Dundee and Lawler, they're the biggest crybabies, the biggest whiners. I mean, they're the ones that stood out here and said they were going to be here long after Shock and All and Jimmy Hart had gone.
Well, referee Bill Rush signals he says ring it. Here we go. It's ball number 3 out. That's 2 out of 3 balls. This is it. The XWF World Tag Team titles are hanging in the balance. It's Lawler and Dundee. Shock and All. Ball number 3.
Boy, you're making me a nervous wreck.
Leah Dundee, he's got all over here in the corner. Bill right on top of him. Lawler's got Shock. Double big. Oh, 2 counts. Boy, that's all they got. I thought we were going to crown Lawler and Dundee for new champ.
You got what there, please. Oh, my God, no.
2 counts, and that's all they're able to get. Jimmy, I think your blood pressure is sky high.
Come on, John. Watch it. Count it. Get down. Get down. Get down.
He's down. All he's able to get.
Machine gun army. Count too fast, man. Come on. Come on.
Lawler. Slam. Shock. Into that top turnbuckle.
Legal man. I don't know who the legal man is. The referee doesn't know.
Well, everybody's in there for both sides.
Legal man. He's not the legal man.
Well, 2 count again, boy.
The referee has lost complete control of this match. This is ridiculous.
We just got pins all over the place.
Oh, my gosh.
Lawler's up on the rope. Oh, no. Hey, Jimmy, put that stupid whistle down. 1, 2. Oh, my goodness. Here come the Moondogs back out. Man, oh, man. Oh, my goodness. We got it down to 1 ball apiece. And we get down to the 3rd ball. Boy, I tell you. The Moondog hit the ring.
It's showtime with your favorite stars and promising amateurs. Weekends on UPN 30. Saturdays at 6, Monique hosts Showtime at the Apollo with hot new artists and the Apollo stars of tomorrow. Sundays at 6, Rudy Rush and Kiki Shepard host Showtime in Harlem with great guests, Showtime Teens, Showtime Kids, and Harlem's original amateur night. It's Showtime, Saturdays and Sundays at 6 on UPN 30.
In Arkansas, the great outdoors is always closer than you think. Get close to your own Arkansas vacation with our new expanded vacation planning kit. It's yours free when you call 1-800-NATURAL or visit arkansas.com.
Well, here we are, King. I can't believe Jimmy Hart again with those moondogs.
Well, it's obvious that as long as Jimmy Hart is at ringside, that's all he's there for. He is there to save those championship belts for shock and awe. If they're in trouble like they were in that entire match, we had those guys beat.
Sure did.
But Hart, not once, but twice, he cost us a fall. Let me tell you something, Hart. If you were so tough, if you were so brave, and if you really believed in those two big muscle-headed freaks of yours, you would give us a tag team title match with maybe with Hart in a straitjacket, or with Hart handcuffed to somebody, or with Hart banned from ringside. Have you got guts to accept that, Hart? Are you man enough to give us a tag title match with you not involved? I'm waiting for your answer.
There you go. Sounds good to me, Bill.
Look at this. What does that say? They had your name on this.
I know, and you know what?
They were coming in with them moondogs. Well, Hart, you sign any kind of match you want. Just put the belts on the line, and I guarantee you, no DQ, nothing, lose or leave. It don't matter. We're going to win this one.
And let me tell you something else. For you moondogs, you want to eat some Alpo? You want something to chew on? Well, me and Bill got something for you to chew on right here.
We're all out of time. We'll see you next week. I'm Corey Macklin. Bye-bye, everybody.
Memphis Wrestling was brought to you by Autoplan Insurance, Greg's Store for Men, Staten's Rentals, and by South Haven Pontiac Buick and GMC.
This is Mary. Mary is sleeping with her daughter's boyfriend, Ron. Welcome to Jerry's World.
You're my mother!
Reality TV that's just a little too real.
Jerry Springer, weekdays at noon on UPN 30.
Ride the Lucky Bus from Pat O'Brien's to Fitzgerald's Casino.
I've been hammered all my life. But when it comes to car insurance, don't you get slammed. Call the man from Autoplan. Autoplan has 9 locations to serve you and no down payment. So remember, don't get slammed. Call the man from Autoplan today. Liability is the law, so call the man from Autoplan.
Come play at the loose slot leader, Fitzgerald's Casino.
UPN Tuesday. Competition gets personal on Top Model.
I would like to know if it's okay if my girlfriend come over for about an hour or two.
And true feelings are exposed.
I don't personally agree with live in a gay relationship.
Gay, that's wrong, wrong, wrong. Everybody has to deal with their own sins.
Tuesday at 8 on UPN 30.
Jamie's on the prowl. Fancy's on the loose. He's a lone wolf. She's a foxy feline.
Can I get a meow?
Answer the call of the wild with Jamie Foxx.
Weeknights at 6:30 on UPN 30.
Coming up next on the UPN